Yeah, sorry about that. And then I asked to go home, like, oh, I'm so sorry I set your house on fire, but can you take me home? There's been some other things that I probably can't repeat on here.
Hello and welcome to Unfiltered. This is the podcast that gives you the unfiltered truth about parenting. We're joined for this episode by Priscilla, Peach and Tash. I'm Caroline and we're talking about sleepovers. Oh, look at that side eye straight away from Priscilla. Would you let your son go to a sleepover?
No.
He's 7 now, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's a baby. Needs to be at home with mummy. Yeah, no.
So what are the rules there? Like, is that no point blank, he's the only house he's sleeping at is yours, or
No, he's allowed to go to sisters, like my sisters, two of my sisters. That's where he normally goes, if anything. But when it comes to friends, no.
And why is that? Like, what?
Worry. You know, my biggest fear is a child being invaded in any way, and you open yourself up to that when you allow them to go into people's homes that you don't really know, you know. And to be honest, you don't even know anyone. Anyone can surprise you, you know, your family member, your best friend. So why would you, you know, increase the probability of something bad happening, you know? So I'll just cut it down, say no. Until they're old enough to beat you up and not go to your house.
They've got that black belt in Kung Fu, it's not happening.
He does Kung Fu.
What do you, Tash?
I kind of agree with Priscilla here.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a first.
Yeah, it is a first.
Touching.
Like I've said a million times, I'm a very anxious mum. Obviously, my son's only 3 months, so he's not going to sleepovers anytime soon. But I don't think I'd even let him sleep over at like my mum's or my mother-in-law or anything like that. Really? At the moment, no. I'm so anxious about it. If he wants to go to sleepover, his friends can come to our house and I'll be like the cool mean girls mum that will like ply them with alcohol. And I'll be like, your mum's so cool, really fancy her. I wouldn't let, no. I agree with Priscilla, like you don't know, like people are weird, people's dads are weird. Like maybe if my friends have kids like further down the line, then maybe, but it will be like when he's old enough to speak and tell me if anything weird happens.
Exactly.
Not 3 months. Yeah.
No.
You've been remarkably silent, Peach.
Oh, I let my daughter stay at my friend's house that I trust. She can stay at my mum's, my sisters, my brothers. And that was until since she was 6. And she could tell me what's happening. And I give her a phone. She's got a phone. But not often, just when she needs it. Then, as long as it's safe, you can stay. I don't want to deprive her of a sleepover.
See, I think that's interesting as well, because sleepovers are like a part of childhood, aren't they? You know, staying up late, having the midnight feast, watching the films.
But they can do it at our
Exactly.
house.
Whose childhood, though?
I don't want it at my house.
Not
I don't
my
want
childhood.
that mess.
Really?
I don't want it, no, go.
I might change my mind, but right now, it's a big fat no.
If you trust someone and they've got kids out, who Harper stays at the most, and for the first time she did, is her little best friend. There's a year different, and my friend and her husband's amazing, and they've got 2 kids. And I'm there often till late anyway.
Yeah.
So as long as you trust them, if I don't know them, if it was someone at school, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No way. I don't know who your mum is properly. I don't know her fella. I don't know. No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I need to know that you are vouched for and trusted. And if you
Yeah,
are, then
agree.
cool.
Yeah.
And she can
If
talk.
it's like close
Yeah,
friends,
exactly.
Yeah.
I just can't sleep at night. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's more about you then?
I think it's more me than, obviously I'm worried about his safety as well, but I think primarily it's me. Even my best friend, I've known her since I was 11 years old. She's his godmother and she's asked to take him. And I said, why do you want to take a child? Well, what's wrong with you? And I started looking at her funny, you know what I mean? And then I was like, when he talks, you can have him because he can tell me if you've done anything inappropriate. And she went, what? I was like, he could tell me.
Or
and
you can tell her if he wants to go home.
as well,
Yeah.
you know. So when he started talking, she asked me again. She goes, can I take him? I goes, no, when he starts when he starts his own
Chafing.
business and he you know, and I
Paying
started
into
making
a pension.
excuses. Yeah, every time more excuses. I can't. I just can't sleep. I can't sleep.
Because I remember sleepovers with such fondness. Like when I was a kid, I think my parents they were living the life, because there was a group of about 6 or 7 of us, and all the parents knew each other, all the kids knew each other. And every single Friday night, we would go to one of their houses. And yes, those parents had a hell on earth night because they had like 6, 7 kids or whatever all sleeping over. But it meant basically the parents all got 1 in 7 weeks off. 7,
That's a good idea,
6 in
but
7
where
weeks
was
off.
this?
What do you
Not
mean?
in central London, surely.
No, but I mean, it's not just central London where,
Yeah.
I mean, like where the murders happen. It happens everywhere.
Yeah, true. I also know what I got up to at sleepovers, so I don't feel comfortable about my son going to sleepovers.
Exactly.
Just don't know. If it's like a big group thing, like if it was a school thing and there was like 10 people from his class that they were all going around to a sleepover, then obviously I would let him. I'm not going to be like, don't want my son to be a little loser that's not allowed to do anything.
Well, I think that's the issue that we had. So Arthur has stayed at people's houses, like I say, that like he's got a friend and we know her, and he'll stay with her and like their kids and stuff. But he also goes to, I always get it wrong, Beavers, I think. Beavers, which is like the little kiddie version of even more kiddie version of Scouts. And they did like a beaver camp, and all of the kids were all staying. And I didn't know the camp leaders. I mean, I know them enough that I don't have any issue with dropping them off on a Monday night for an hour. And they seem like lovely people, and I'm sure they are lovely people. But your mind, we've all read the newspapers. Do you know what I mean? Like, your mind wanders. And I was really uncomfortable with the fact that at 7 he was.
Did you let him?
That's scary for me.
No, I wouldn't do that.
So I thought about it for ages, and originally they were camping somewhere that was like an hour and a half away from our house.
Oh no.
And my husband was going, the issue is the distance, but if we were there, so we were genuinely talking about finding a B&B near the campsite.
I would have done that.
So that, like, if he wanted to come home, we could pick him up and we'd be close. But then they ended up moving it literally around the corner from our house, like 200, 300 metres from our house.
You got binoculars?
Well, no, but I bought him a watch that allows you to, like, you can call him. No one else has it's only me and my husband who have the number. And you can call him so he can answer it as a phone, but you can also call him secretly so it doesn't ring or anything.
Wow, where do I get one?
Yeah, I'm going to get one for my wife.
Get one for my 100% for my man. He's getting that.
It's so good. And so, so we got one of those, and he went to the sleepover, and I called it every 20 minutes.
2 seconds.
Yeah, I'll be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harp's phone, I've got a tracker. And when she goes to like school trips and stuff,
Yeah.
I hide it somewhere because you're not allowed phones.
Yeah.
And I
like the
see everywhere she
AirTag
is.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would
that's a
not
good
be
idea.
going to any camp. Like, I've got a little girl and no way.
I think the best thing is like a balance, like a bit of you and a bit of me. Do you know what I mean? No, honestly, because
Somewhere in the middle.
it hurts. When you think
Yeah.
like that, it's not good for you. It's
Yeah.
not, it's not
It's
healthy.
quite young though, I think.
Yeah.
It's so young.
Like to
Yeah,
be
it's
camping in a
little.
field full stop at 7
Yeah.
is scary.
That is
Yeah,
scary.
I
Because
agree.
tents aren't very secure.
Yeah.
But I mean, when it is literally
pick it up.
like we could have walked to him with a cup of tea and it would have still
Yeah.
been warm by the time we're giving it to got there. You know what I mean? It
I'd
was
still
just
be
around the corner.
scared.
Would you?
Yeah. 15, fine. 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
14.
Okay.
If you see the murderer, can you defend yourself? Yes.
The murderer.
No, but I think of the worst. That's
Yeah,
what's
no, I know
scary.
what you mean.
And I'm like, can you defend yourself?
Can
If
you run
can't,
away?
Then you need to.
Are
be
you
with
going to
me.
get fooled by him saying, I've got puppies in my car?
Do you know? Have you seen the video? Sorry, I'm going
Yeah,
back.
I've
Have you
seen
seen
that.
the video?
No.
Yeah, I've
When
seen
they test
them.
the kids
Yeah.
Oh, no.
and they go.
Oh, you need to
say
watch
you've
it.
got
It's
a puppy.
terrifying.
And they all go.
They tell the
And they all
mum
go.
first. Yeah, they tell the mum,
All
don't
the
they?
kids go. I was like, you.
The mums are like, no, he would never go. She would never
Yeah.
go. And they watch the take the hand and
Yeah,
go.
and go.
And they end up going
That's my
mad.
point proven.
Scary.
If
Mary.
they're not clever enough to know that there are no puppies, then they're not going. There's
Basically.
never
You have to
puppies.
warn them. They have to know the dangers. Like,
Yeah.
Harper, I told her a little bit, about Myra Hindley and that horrible man.
I told her a little bit. I kept it.
I
really
told her, I was like,
small and
because she hid
really
from me.
soft.
I
Myra
was shopping
Hindley.
and she hid from
Fred
me.
West.
And I screamed at her when I found her. It was 40 seconds, but oh my God. And I told her, I was like, no, this man, the evil man, evil woman, chopped off kids' fingers and killed them from them. She was like, what? So now
Bedtime story.
she,
Yeah.
yeah. But now she knows. Let me tell you, she does not leave my side. She won't go anywhere. She'll hold my hand. She'll go on the inside of the pavement.
Yes.
She is aware.
Interfering to children.
Listen, living in this life, you need it. You
need
can't
to.
have them kids that are going to go missing because it takes 1 minute. There's a lot of snatches
It
in
does.
London, so it's better that she knows. I knew And I knew how to stay safe, and so does my daughter. I trust my daughter. I trust my daughter to go shop. I'd never let her because of every other scumbag around.
Yeah.
But I trust her.
You trained
and
her,
you
that's
need
why.
to warn her about what's out there, because them threats are real.
Yeah.
And is that how kind of what you think about when it comes to sleepovers?
No,
Fred
I don't
West.
think
Like
Harper
crawling
wouldn't
through the
stay
window.
at anyone's house who I wouldn't trust with my life.
Okay, so we're talking about all things sleepovers. So how about this then? What is the worst thing that you did at a sleepover as a kid?
I set a friend's house on fire.
Wow.
God.
Sleepover. Yeah.
How?
I put a scarf over a lamp because I wanted a bit of mood lighting. I was a bit scared about a scary film that we'd watched. And yeah, the scarf set on fire. So yeah, set her room on fire.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry about that. And then I asked to go home, like, oh, I'm so sorry I set your house on fire, but can you take me home? There's been some other things that I probably can't repeat on here.
So in the realms of sleepovers then, I get it. Then your kids they're not going. They're not going. What about when you have other people's kids to your house? Like maybe it's for a sleepover or maybe if it's just in general. Is there something that really just gives you the ick about other people's kids? Is there something that just makes you go, oh God, no, I'll keep my own?
Cherryade smile.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
when people have been drinking Cherryade and they've got like the little smile, or they've been eating orange cheesy Doritos all over their fingers,
that
down their
is-
tops.
And it goes everywhere, doesn't it? It's
Everywhere,
up
and
the
it
walls.
stinks.
Yeah.
Beans down their top, bogies, like, ugh.
Yeah. Filthy kids.
Yeah, filthy
Filthy
kids
kids.
is not on.
They want
Yeah.
to touch everything. No.
Like I wouldn't change my child their clothes every 2 minutes, but if they've dropped their breakfast down their clothes, you will not find them still.
If they've got beans down the front,
Yeah.
you need to change your top.
Yeah.
Like, stop embarrassing me.
Yeah.
I think mine always comes down to food. Because, like, you know, I have conversations with every parent's mum before they come, like, what are you saying? What dietary needs they have, blah, blah, blah. But if they say, oh, my son doesn't eat cucumbers and, tomatoes, I'm like, well, you can't come then because that's what I'm cooking, honey. So I'm
Wow. Hang on a minute. So
that's what he's cooking.
what happens the other way round? Like if your son's going to someone else's house and
I bring it. See, I'm careful.
Oh, you bring
And
his
sweets.
snacks?
Yeah, I'm
oh right,
sweets.
okay. So if they
Yeah.
said, "Well, I'm doing cucumbers and tomatoes," and they went, "No worries,
Yeah.
I'm bringing
Yeah, fine.
KFC," you'd be like, "No worries, you crack
100%.
on."
Bring whatever you want. Whatever makes your child comfortable. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. 100%.
But you don't want to be a part of it. I get
No, I don't want to feed them crap. No. If you want to do that, fine. But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not going to do it.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense. What gives you the ick?
I can't stand it when a kid comes round whose mums and dads are quite careful with what they eat. Yeah. I'm quite free with it. Like Harper, nothing's off limit, so she doesn't really want anything. She loves waters, bottled water she always drinks, and whatever's in my fridge. So because she can have it, she's not like a
Yeah.
gannet on it at all. But she's got these friends who come round whose mum and dads don't have crisp and chocolate in there, and they go, oh, I'm hungry. Look, I'm hungry, Peach, I'm hungry. Can I have that? Can I have that? And in the end, I think, oh, go away.
Yeah.
So stop asking me. You're driving me mad.
Yeah, because they're not used to it, so they want it.
And spoilt kids. I'm bored. Go away then. Go away. Like, you're here to talk to Harper. You're Harper's friend. She's got toys and colour and whatever. Why are you talking to me for?
Wow.
Entertain anyone else's
I entertain. So whatever the
not
kids want to
entertaining.
do, I'll do
No,
it.
I couldn't be arsed.
I'm like, what do you guys want to do today? And we always vote. So I always have more than like 5 kids in my house at a time. So I'm like,
What?
yeah.
Sounds like hell.
So I'm like, vote. Neighbour's got 4 kids. I've got like 28,000 cousins, nieces and nephews. So I'm like, everyone vote. Anyone wants to watch this? What game do you want to play? What are we going to do? And they vote. And then winners, majority rules, then we do it.
And how involved do you get? Because I think that's the tricky thing I face now. Like where Arthur's 8 and his friends come round, we're not at the stage of when he was 4, and when his friends came round, I'd be like, right, I'm going to get out some colouring and we're all going to sit here and do some painting, or we're all going to, he's 8 now and he, wants to play on the PlayStation and do whatever he wants to do. And so it's like, well, I'll step back and sort of leave them to it.
My son wants me to get involved.
I
He
get
feels
involved.
complete when I get involved. Like, he doesn't want to play a game and watch his mum in the corner of the room. Like, he wants me to do
that's
it.
really cute.
So I do whatever he wants. So I'm like, okay, I'll play.
I get
play with the
involved
kids.
if I love the kid.
Sorry.
I do. I know I'm a terrible person probably, but I had my old neighbour. She's moved now, but I loved her and her kids, and we would just play. I'd get the balloons because I really loved them. If I don't love them, I'm not really that actively involved.
Oh, don't make me laugh.
I know I'm a terrible.
Pick
person.
your favourites.
Do you know
Yeah,
what I
but you
mean?
know what she did do? My neighbour, my old neighbour, her little girl would come round so much because we literally lived next door.
Yeah.
They've moved now. I miss her so much. She would come round every day, yeah, in lockdown. Soon as she got to my house, she'd go, I need a poo. And she would poo and stink my house out every day. It got to the 15th day, yeah. I went, no, come.
Poo at your own
Come
house.
to your mum. I went, yo, take her back. Send her back.